Good morning, everybody. This is Mike, and this is the Julie Flynn Strong channel. Many of you have been watching several of our cathartic videos saying goodbye to Mom, or my wife Julie. Mom to our three beautiful boys. Sometimes that sums it up, right? It's early. It's not quite 8 a.m. September 2nd. It's a Tuesday morning. And if you're new here, welcome. Subscribe, like, share our channel with someone that might care. I get it's not very fancy at all. I'm more just talking to myself and to my boys. If they see this in the future, if they need comfort, if they need reassurance, to remind them of hundreds and hundreds of stories that I have with their mother that they have no idea about. They weren't around, or they were infants, or they were toddlers, or they just don't remember. And then it's okay to talk about Mom. It's okay to heal. It's okay to be sad and cry. I'm also feeling more and more each and every month that I have a message. I didn't have a vision. I didn't have a dream. I don't have a word from God necessarily, except for simply to share the message, the hope, and the truth of the gospel. Now, wait a minute. What's this channel about? I don't get it. It's about hope. It's about putting your hope in something other than just yourself. Aren't you done? Aren't you at the end of your rope? I'm 51. I'm more than old enough. For a long time, actually. And I'm way past the end of my rope. But I'm only here talking on this video. Dad to three beautiful boys. Husband to Julie. Because of a faith that got me through those hard times as a teenager. When I did not want to live. But you had so much going for you. You went to a great high school, and I did. In large part, that experience in high school, a Christian school, was a big part of my pilgrim's progress. Huge part. Vital. Integral. Wouldn't trade it for the world. And the few lives that came into my path, I guess you could say, that I'm eternally grateful for. There's a lot of parents out there who are hurting because their spouse have passed. That's another reason why I'm here, to encourage you, to let you know that you can do another day, another month, another season. I know you don't feel that right now. You may have lost a baby. I don't care if that baby was 26 years of age and they're in a car accident, or if the baby was 6 months old and didn't get through a major surgery they needed, or if the baby was in your belly and there's some complications. I know pain, and my heart goes out to those who hurt. I've always been a little bit sensitive to that kind of stuff too, always. even when days were good or life seemed very good. I was very sensitive to a lot of things. And now I just have to let my judgmental side go by the wayside. It likes to rear its ugly, judgmental voices often, like how corny this video today will be. Sorry, but not really. Because when you get to the end of yourself, and you've been through the crap more than once, and you want to be authentic and genuine, which I have been told I am very much that, to a fault. Yes, I can be critical, super opinionated, and those can be strengths, but they can obviously be weaknesses. Obviously. I've worked on those things all my life, and I have a long way to go. But when in grief, it's not just, poor me, how do I cope with all the ailments I'm going through with my eyes, with whatever. Your heart breaks for your children every day. A little bit less than others. It breaks differently, more subtly, if that's a word. Because I'm a relatively young man, not young, but I'm not a senior citizen yet, and my wife Julie knew that. She said you need to be loved after I'm gone, and you need to love. You need to pour into somebody because you have so much to offer. And that's nice. That's sweet. That was very sweet of her, but she kept saying it at least once or twice a week for, I thought maybe a few months, but it was more like 10 months. It was almost a year. She kept saying, you need to move on. You need to find that love. You need someone to hold their hand and soothe them and help them cope through their day and their week and whatever they're dealing with their family or siblings or whatever they might be struggling with. You're a rock. You're a very loyal, strong man that loves boundlessly his people, ferociously, and I do. Show up for them. Be their rock and take pride in that. Not arrogance, not cockiness, but just be that responsible partner, as you should be, and they will be that for you. It's give and take, folks. It's not just give, or take. It can't be. Both people in that relationship have to be fed and honored and respected and cherished and appreciated, or else it's not a healthy relationship to be in. So, in this season of grief, it's been 18 months since my wife passed. So many people have that opinion that it's way too early to be out there. How dare you? Like, you're not that smart of a guy. Or you're on a rebound. You're just running to the next, the next person. And that's not fair to say. It really isn't. It's actually, that whole way of thinking is marinated in extreme ignorance, judgmentalness. Everyone grieves differently. Some people don't want to even think about the opposite sex for years, if ever at all. And I think that's romantic. I think there's a power in that. I think that's sweet. That's not me. The Lord, at the creation of the world, made a helper. And maybe I'm weak. Maybe I'm just too old school and I can't do everything on my own and I need a helper. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think that's the case. I just think that I've been alone all my life, and I've been abandoned in many ways. and yet I still hold out hope. I'm not jaded. I haven't let myself become some prick who decides to manipulate and hurt others, like I've seen happen to people when they've been mistreated, misused. Sorry, folks. Looking a little rough in the morning, like usual. These are my readers, so I can see the screen. Barely. Got a cataract here. This is my good eye. I can't drive. I feel useless right now. Getting better, though, each and every week. I'm getting laser treatments. Just so you all know, this is a heads up. Most of you know this. So today I'm praying, or this week I'm praying that my doctor, my retina specialist, will say, yeah, let's go ahead and do a cataract surgery for mid or late September. I don't want to do this in December or next March. I'm praying we can get this cataract surgery and get this eye back to where I can be fully independent. These are the things I'm talking about. This is life. I'm living it. I'm in it. And it's rough. And it tries to drag you down and beat the crap out of you. And it will if you let it. Just gotta breathe. Take it in. Do what you can do for the day. Not worry about it. Not let yourself lose yourself in your thoughts and your processes. So I'm hoping to get this scheduled. That would be amazing. That's my prayer, if you can do that for me. Because I heard many amazing stories about cataract surgery and what it can do for people just not even 48 hours later. Like, it's phenomenal. And I could use that win in my life right now. So I'm done the dating thing. Not so I can have more time to heal or more time to get over my wife. Because I'm never going to get over Julie. If she could hear this video, I'd tell her I love you and I miss you dearly. That should go without saying. It's not about replacing anybody. It's about being real as to what your needs are, your hopes and desires. It's about believing in the people that do come in your life, that do tell you they like you, that do tell you they love you and they want you and they want a future with you. It's about trusting in that bond, that friendship, that intimacy. Finding someone that you're equally yoked with. And when you think you've got that, it really hurts like hell when it gets yanked. Taken away prematurely. That's detrimental to a man's heart and his soul. So for now, I'm done. For now, I'm just gonna. And I have been focusing on my health. I have been, and I'll continue to. I'll double down. I will double down on the health. Get myself, which is always the goal. My saying was that my 50s will be much better than my 40s, and I do firmly believe that. So I have a lot to look forward to. And of course, my kids can only benefit from that. So boys, if you do see this video down the road, a lot of this is for you, not just for me. It's to make my life easier, obviously. When you lose sight and you can barely see anything, you guys know I could barely walk across the street. You guys have had to hold my hand and help. You have no idea how embarrassing that is, how that can humble a man quick. Very quick. Did a couple chores this morning around the house. Took me twice as long as it should, but that's okay. So, the funeral Friday was amazing. Purely amazing. Me and the boys went and put Nana Flynn to rest. My boys had a big role in that. They got to be pallbearers, which was amazing, and Nana would have absolutely loved absolutely would have loved to have seen that, or she would have really appreciated it. This was very sweet. We stayed at my dad's house, Anita's house. Had a couple good night stays there. No internet, no cable. And no van, because we were told we could take a few basic things that, if we would like. So with us 4 men in the car, it gave us very little room. And there wasn't much. I want her family to have some of the things that Anita created. Anita, my stepmother, was a great creator. She was an artist. She had a lot of knickknacks, a lot of things that she created from clay, lots of artwork and a lot of pictures that she had. So I don't have a use for that. But it'd be nice with this eye to drive back up there and get a U-Haul truck and take, a couple of the lazy boys that she and my dad used to rock in at 5 in the morning and have quiet talks, have a coffee, wake up before their day. Stuff like that. Stuff you can't take home in a car. One of my boys could use a bed. What they're on is falling apart. Things like that. Nothing emergent. I did get to bring home a few pictures. I got about 20 or 50 different pictures. I haven't counted. But it was a beautiful send-off. We got to go to the gravesite, of course, where the casket was lowered into the ground. It was just a beautiful day, surrounded by evergreen trees everywhere. The sun was out. It was 65 degrees with a breeze. It was chilly. It was nice. But again, I felt alone. I know God was there. I had his presence. I wept a couple times lightly, because this was not closure, but it felt like a bit of closure that I needed from my dad's passing 5 years ago. And now he and my stepmother are together. And that gives me great joy for both of them. Not to mention they're with the Lord, the ultimate prize. And that is the prize. That is the focus, folks. You can't do better than that. And they're with Julie. And I'm mad. But that's me and my humanism, my selfish man qualities. I'm mad. Not at God. Nothing to do with God. I'm just mad at life, cancer. To rob something so beautiful, so vital, so full of life, so sweet. To take something from a guy and his beautiful baby boys, big boys. They're in high school and middle school now. Can you believe it? Yeah, it's true. Blink. And they're gone. And they will be. And that's okay, because that's what they're supposed to do. And if you guys see this video, you'll laugh, because you'll know Dad gets choked up at that thought. Because I held you in my hand. I held you in my arms. Put you on my shoulder like a sack of potatoes. And I loved it every second. Yeah, you drove me and your mom nuts. Yeah, we got headaches. Yeah, it was brutal at times, but that didn't mean we didn't adore you. Something fierce. Something special. Something I can't really explain. And so when death comes across your face at the age of 48 or 51 or whatever it might be, again, a relatively very young age, you just feel ripped off. And so you have to also cope with that. But no, we've never blamed God, not for a second. In fact, we go against that very notion. We praise God. because Julie's victorious. She's in paradise with her one true love, the one who created her. You got to find a silver lining somewhere, folks. You got to stay sane. You got to be productive. You got to be who you are meant to be, a loving, beautiful creature of God with your own gifts. You can't let those things go. You got to cling to those things. I don't really have a gift. And some say that's not true, Michael. Whatever. Then I'm old and I'm still looking for it. Maybe it's talking. I try not to poo-poo that, but I don't know. That's why I'm also doing this, is to encourage you. Encourage somebody. Share a word. Share the fact that the Lord lived and died and resurrected for their sins. God came down to gap our human mistake, our sin. What other religion teaches that? What other faith subscribes to the fact that God was the last sacrificial offering that could bridge the sin gap between Creator and humans? That's why it's easy to follow my Lord and love Him. Do I hit the mark? No. But He knows I love Him. And I'm smitten by His promises and His glory and His amazingness. I don't know my scriptures hardly at all. I know a lot of stories and I know a lot of information. So, ashamedly, I don't know the verses like I should know. So, if you have a special verse, if you have something that touches your heart, something that helps you get through the rough days, share those with me in the comments below. You know, I love to see where people are from. So if you're in Africa or Australia, let me know. We are back in Michigan. We'd lived in Illinois recently for 2024 and 5. And then we were in Florida for the last 4 or 5 years. So 4 years. Melbourne, not Australia. Melbourne, Florida, Palm Bay. Shout out to anyone at our previous church in Palm Bay. We miss you so much, by the way. Love you more than you guys know. Some amazing friendships there. It's where Julie had her funeral. Taken care of by that flock and that shepherd. You know who you are. We miss you all so much. So I'm going to end this video here pretty soon because it's already at 23 minutes. And I'm really trying to learn how to keep these videos at 25 minutes or less. 30 at the most. But know there's hope in Christ. He loves you and He wants you. And He's not going to make you come to Him. But you ask and He'll run to you. I love that about Him. Can't you see that? Don't you see that love? Don't you understand that that's a possibility that you need to be open to? He's coming back, folks, in the sky before the second coming. And yes, some of you have heard. It could be this September. Don't pick a date, Flynn. Don't do it. I'm well aware. Some YouTube creators, pastor that I adore, another great teacher, Amir Safadi, would say, if anyone picks a date, I can guarantee you almost that that's not going to be the day the Lord raptures up His church. There is a pre-trib theology that is true, that has to take place before His second coming. I don't want to debate it. We're not here to argue within the faith. We are the bride of Christ. We are not meant for His wrath. We don't have to go through it. No. He paid it all. So whether it's this month or next year or in 10 years, it's really irrelevant. The point is to be ready. Why? To be ready, to not be caught off guard. I'm not sure if it's 2 Thessalonians, and again, I apologize. I really do. I'm just going to flat out admit it. But the point is, when it says, no man nor the Son of God will know the day or the hour, that was Jesus Christ in his mortal flesh. Jesus is resurrected. He and the Father are one. So I think that verse was referring in proper context to a time. Jesus did what his mission was to do, and that was to live the perfect life, show us how to live the Beatitudes of Christ, love, forgiveness, things that are contrary to our spirit, to seek the kingdom of God. And then he defeated death on the cross, destroyed it, crushed it. And rose again on the third day. He, in that state, was on a need-to-know basis, and he did that to himself, if you will. He limited himself, if you will. So I think people have misinterpreted that whole entire verse. And I think the Lord allowed people to misinterpret that because he gives us revelations in Revelation. Not a private message. I'm not a prophet. None of that. I don't like to listen to people who say, I had a vision from the Lord to share with all of you. That's a flag. Huge flag. I don't do that charlatan stuff. But even those people, in the end days, it says there will be visions and dreams. There will be certain things going on that we are not accustomed to. So why not now? If this is the time, just be open. That's all I'm saying. And if it's not, then it's not. Then we can get ready for Thanksgiving and Christmas and enjoy those beautiful, beautiful holidays. Not lose hope. Not get disgruntled. I was really expecting. I don't know what that's all about. I don't get that. That's the wrong focus. That's the wrong heart. Don't do that to yourself. No. Enjoy the babies around you. Enjoy your friends around you. Enjoy the football game. Your team might be in the Super Bowl this year. I don't know. It's more time to share your faith. Not every day, all day long. You got to live your life, man. You got to work on forgiving people who hurt you. I know I do. And I have. I have love. That's not gone anywhere. And I know Julie would love any message I have for anybody that says basically find the Lord quickly because he could come tomorrow. He could, period. That's the point. Ask him to search your heart and get real with yourself in the mirror. It might mean admitting things that people have told you that you don't want to hear and didn't want to hear it when they told you. Get over yourself. Do the work. Come back to the Lord. Reconcile with him if you need to, because a lot of people have been hurt in the church. A lot of people, a multitude. You've been hurt by a spouse dearly. You've been misled, manipulated. My heart goes to you right now. So I'm going to end this like I always do with a prayer off camera to whoever watches this video, whether it's 20 people or 2,500 people. I'm going to pray that the Lord will chase after you. Soften your heart. Look to him. And those of you who know him and love him, and I'm preaching to the choir, then good on you. Isn't he great? And it's not just a weak thing to say, to cling to something because you lost your wife. This guy's lost his mind. No. My faith is the one thing I'm proud of that the Lord has given me, that I have accepted. It's a partnership, it's a relationship. And as much as I love to hate myself on a daily basis, I continue on. I fight the good fight because He loves me. He created me. He sees something decent in Mike Flynn and Grant and Gabriel. You too, Graydon. Like a dad, I see great things in you boys. So if I can easily be your cheerleader, why couldn't God be that for me? And maybe I'll find love one day. Maybe I'll be able to spoil someone with my attention on them and vice versa. But it's not the focus right now. It can't be. It's just not. So if you're still with me, it's been 31 minutes. I gotta go. I hope you have an amazing week. Welcome to September 2025 style. Let's all rock it. Get off your butt, go for a walk, read a book, get in the Word of Christ. I know I am. And there's a lot to live for, whether you know it or not. And if you do know it, then get to work. Do what you know what you need to do. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep plugging away. Crush it. I'll post another video here. My prayer is that we have inheritance stuff to deal with, the will, and that can be stressful. So I'm praying for just prayers there. No hiccups, no red tape. That sounds like that could be a huge blessing in me and the boys' life right now. As you know, I'm not working due to many different physical restrictions. I want to. It's nice to see. That's the first thing. Let's get back to that at least. So there's a lot of things like that we're dealing with here in the next few weeks, few days. But it's exciting. It's very exciting. So keep us in prayer. Help us to focus on the right things. And if Grammy or Papa watch this, the boys talk about you guys often. They miss you. So do I. I tell everyone, I brag about how when I met Julie, I married up. And it sounds cute, but it's so true. You're amazing people, and we do love you. We do miss you. Leave a comment, folks. Ask a question. Share a praise report with the Lord that's touched you and you're doing good. Let us know. It's about community, folks. It's all about community. I wouldn't keep doing this if it was just for 80 views or 400 views. Those numbers don't impress me. But it's not about that. It's not. All right. You guys have a good week. I am going to have a second cup of coffee and some more water. I'm feeling good. And be blessed. Find the Lord. And if you know Him well, then blessings to you. Okay? Have a good week, folks. Take care. Love you. Mike.